Let's see what the reason is why, according to Hassan, why Twitch doesn't ban Asmongold.
So post anything like this about Asmongold on a subreddit, it will get automatically downvoted. That's, I think, how he gets away with a lot of the scrutiny. Anything that presents Asmongold in a bad light, no matter how far reaching, no matter how marginal a subreddit it is, oftentimes will get instantly. Nah, we're 7 hours deep. Slurvid for 10K of those. Nice.
You have to make the punishment infinitely worse than the crime. And I'm talking about deporting the entire family, denaturalizing the entire family, sending the entire group of them back to Somalia.
There we go. So yeah, that's his proposition, right? That's his bottom line.
So if this is the type of energy he has for like Somali American scammers, like,
and Chad, I wish I could tell you there was no precedent for this, but I think that under the Eisenhower administration, didn't denaturalization happen to like didn't denaturalization happen to a lot of Latino people in the U.S. in Operation Ethnic Slur?
If it's like a German,
and I kid you not, right? The name of the fucking program was like Operation.
An American scammer, does he have the same attitude? Is that like, are we doing that too, or is it just for the Somalis?
Yeah, Ethan assured me, Magenta, that Asmongold is not in no way Trump coded. In no way Trump coded.
That he has this kind of smoke, because I'm in favor of offering tremendous punishment to people who engage in any sort of welfare fraud, any sort of redirection of funds that are supposed to be allocated to feeding the poor, for example. Because I can't recall, what did he say when I was talking about Rick Scott?
That's what needs to happen. And anybody complicit and anybody involved in the scam. And until we have a candidate and a person that's willing to do that, then I'm not really interested in voting, if you want me to be honest. I'm really not interested in voting.
He actually said he would treat Americans worse? Yeah, he did say that, except when I was talking about Rick Scott, he was crying and demanding I get banned off the platform, which I did. And then he didn't like how short my ban was. He did not like how short my suspension was, continuously implying that I have some sort of power over the company, even though every single day he says something ban-worthy and never gets banned.
Because why is it that I'm going to vote for a slow rot of my country whenever the solution is so obvious? You can't flip the switch? Yeah, you can. You can easily flip the switch. You just do it. That's how it happens. That's never happening. Nothing ever happens aside from a few tweets. I know that. What about jail forever? I don't want to pay for
I hate to have to be your chud whisperer here, but nothing ever happens is like a right-wing meme. I think it's actually associated with the, what is it, the Chud Jack? Like the Chud Wojak. It's like modeled after a like a mass shooter or something. Like the guy whose face they used for that Wojak is like killed a bunch of people. It's the same one that's like billions must die, or but yeah, one of the other things he says is nothing ever happens. Anyway, that seems to be some kind of right-wing dog whistle
for them.
He's pro-destroying Rick Scott too now. He talked about it on stream today. He's just a roach with zero morals. Another one of my positions he's arrived at. It's weird. He sure took a sweet-ass time. It's just strange. Your interaction with Christian and Peach reached Bilibili, and the netizens are saying they shouldn't scare the elderly. So strange. Last month, or 2 months ago, he was crying. He's starting to copy a bunch of shit you say. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the funniest part about it is that his fan base will move in that direction because they are already moving in that
It's kind of like not funny
direction, but they won't realize that like I've been in that direction this entire time. So their hatred of me will still continue. And they'll just, I guess, arrive at my conclusions months after the fact.
I don't. Like, I know we could say, like, oh, yeah, put them in jail and make them, like, put them in work camp.
You're Asmon's biggest fan? Well, judging by what Asmon likes to say, you know, a year after the fact, he might be my biggest fan, as a matter of fact. He spends, you know, years and years shitting on me for the positions that he inevitably adopts. Interesting.
Camps forever. I don't even want to deal with that. I just want to send them back and not have to deal with it. That's honestly the way I feel about it.
When they hear you saying something Asman agree with, they will claim you changed your position, Lamau. Yeah, they're brain dead. They get their political information from a guy who doesn't leave his house. There's no, you know, it's not funny. It's bad. It's bastardizing Hassan's position. Yeah. Maybe I should say the subtext out loud so people can understand without ambiguity. Roach fans coping now that their daddy is shifting like he did when he arrived at the right-wing position. Yeah. I mean, he isn't shifting. He isn't.
Yeah. Ocelep says it's crazy the current usage of chud was popularized by Chapo Trap House. Before 2016, no one was saying it. I think the Chud Jack meme is the right wing trying to appropriate it, trying to like reclaim it, trying to be like being a chud is cool.
They're shoe-vestigating you. Oh yeah, I saw this. There was a random like Israeli account that was claiming that I was wearing like Israeli shoes or something. Hassan Piker can't.
But I do feel like it's kind of like overshot the original meaning. I mean, like it implied like the term implied rural. The term implied I think the Chud Jack meme is like kind of been stripped bare of its original context to the point of absurdity. Chud was coined by Stephen King? Wait, what? Stephen King wrote Chud? Yeah, because it was originally like what, an 80s monster movie about like underground cannibals that like somehow like old people would wander into the sewer and they'd get converted over into these cannibalistic creatures.
Handle the heat when it comes to using Israeli products. Yeah, dude. Israelis stole Birkenstocks as well. What haven't they stolen, brother? Can you? Yeah, dude. I went out of my way to purchase the Israeli version of the product that is like most notably not Israeli. Like what stupidity is this, bro? What stupidity is this? I guess the Berkeys were promised to them 3,000 years ago as well, you know?
Yeah, I guess the receipt is what the shoe print.
How is this any different than like, I mean, this is the most Israeli meme of all time. It's like straight up one of the most like.
Wait, there's a ritual of chud in the book It? Whoa.
Famous slipper brands, okay? But then again, they claim to invent hummus as well. You know what I mean? Here you go, time-stamped.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
Timeline.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost.
I saw that.
That is crazy. That is nuts. And I've said before, there's a statute of limitations, but apparently this was yesterday. Yeah, this happened yesterday even. Oh my God.
Oh
How's
my
that not
God.
against the TOS? It is. And it is an open call to violence. And I would challenge any...
This is Asman reacting to the Rick Scott. But I don't think we've even gotten to the worst part of Asmongold's take, right? But yeah, this is Asman reacting to what Hassan said about Rick Scott.
Anybody who thinks that it's not an open call to violence to say that exact thing about Donald Trump and then tell me if Secret
Is
Service
chud the stuff that you give a fish? I think it's chum.
shows up at your house or not.
Like if your fish is a shark.
Really?
I mean, Secret Service would show up at my house if it was an open call to violence against Rick Scott as well. Rick Scott is a sitting politician. They didn't. And the reason why they didn't is because no one serious actually read it as an open call to violence. In any case, interesting. So he said this, what's his new position on Rick Scott now? Now he's talking about punishing Rick Scott as well?
It's very obvious.
Yeah, generalizing the Somali American population as parasites is okay, though. Twitching their double standards? Of course. Of course. Of course it is. Everyone is cucked. Everyone is incredibly cucked to the right. This man has been fomenting hatred against all Somalis, talking about like deporting everybody, talking about doing the other day, like literally the other day, he was like, you should actually make the environment unsustainable, persecute the cops for defending the Somali population. Straight up an open call to, okay? Straight up an open call. He said it. Not even a stern talking to. What do? When you're right wing, you can do whatever the f you want. You can even change your positions, it seems, later down the line. Because this was 10 months ago where he said, what the f is Twitch doing? This is a terms of service violation. He was, demanding I get banned for a position that now he agrees with as well, it seems. Does anyone have his new position on Rick Scott? Another clip of him talking about you that was boosted by Elon Musk. Asmongold goes off on the Somali daycare fraud and how wealthy Americans in Hassan defended. Average Americans are tired of having their country routed out, looted, pillaged by a
Chat, do I always react to Asmongold like that?
bunch of random third worlders and ask to apologize for it.
I think he just had his tab volume way up.
It's outrageous. These insulated, generally white liberals who live in gated communities, they never have to see it. There has never been a moment where I've defended the fraud. You cannot point to an instance where I've defended the fraud. And that's why you'll only hear people say that I'm defending the fraud. And it doesn't really matter. Defenders
of the fraud. Doesn't it sound like a metal, like a epic metal band?
Average Americans are tired.
If you get deported, how will you be able to survive in New Jersey? I know. Elon's still thinking about me. It's nice. Thank you for all the content. You make me laugh every day. You're welcome. Can you scroll down a little? Elon Musk. Bro went from Grimes to Grums.
Of having their country rotted out, looted, pillaged by a bunch of random third worlders, and then asked to apologize for it because of something that happened before we were born. This is outrageous. I'm tired.
What's with the gamers getting bored of gaming and start talking about politics? Yeah, and why doesn't it work in the other direction? Right? No, of course it doesn't work in the other direction. You don't want to see you don't want to see political streamers game. They need to get good first, clearly. Yeah, they get automatic credibility as there's some kind of like apolitical factor that like there's so I don't know, people that are open to hearing political takes as long as it's not from a political content creator, or they're able to sell their viewpoint as like unbiased.
Tired of it. Most people are tired.
Yeah, they're U.S. citizens, by the way. I don't know why he keeps saying this, and they should be punished.
Erica Kirk's next entrance song will be "Defenders of the Fraud." Yeah, that's the next Lexma AI song.
They have done crimes. They should be punished just like any other U.S. citizen.
I'm also tired of pretending that I'm not tired of it. It's outrageous. Yes, absolutely. And there's another thing, too, is that these insulated...
Unless you're Trihex, but Trihex is actually good, right?
This was the one.
Present help right here. We're looking for present help right here. We're looking for the best rates of help.
Also, post anything like this about Asmongold on a subreddit, it will get automatically downvoted, for the record. That's, I think, how he gets away with a lot of the scrutiny. Anything that presents Asmongold in a bad light, no matter how far-reaching, no matter how marginal a subreddit it is, oftentimes will get instantly downvoted. Unless it's Destiny saying it, in which case the bots are in favor of Destiny, so they just do like a little bot farm.
Yo, he almost did the thing. It's like a multiple docking.
Rare W for the D-Man. He's been going after Asmon on all of his Somali fraud takes. Let him fight.
There you go.
Great. Finally. Anytime there's a literal psyop going on Reddit, you in particular have 10 plus posts a day with 50 comments in less than 10 minutes. No, it's incredibly botted. It's botted into oblivion. LSF already is like owned and operated by a guy who works with Destiny. And not only that, but also they bought at a post that they will literally take like edited clips, post it, upload it as is from the...
Oh, wait a minute. Queeman covered this too, it looks like.
Stream.
It looks like Queeman's got drunk... that looks like drunk Pisco on his thumbnail. I can tell, chat. I can tell when Pisco has had too much too many Pisco sours.
and then they'll instantly bot it. That's why any kind of mention of me that they can present in a negative fashion will get like 10K upvotes. And then they'll sit there and be like, oh, it's because everybody hates you, dude. It's just strange because it doesn't happen like that on any other platform. Weirdly enough, just Reddit. It's the smear farm operation. Yeah, every single post will get like 10K upvotes in less than an hour or 2 hours. But it is what it is. Anything not Hassan gets zero traction because the sub is dead. Yeah.
Healthcare here inside this building because we have so many
The best
options.
rates.
Who can we
Oh,
talk
here we go.
about getting the best healthcare?
Information to give us a rate. We're then met with the police.
Wait, was
Guys,
this here?
hey, remember to pay your taxes.
Oh wait, no, it's here.
They're Somali providers that are
Yes.
yes. fraudulent.
So we're
Another Karen. Yep.
This is a area that we're allowed to enforce
I'm sorry, what? Another Karen?
trespass
Yep.
ordinance.
And the Somali
Oh,
community
because they called the cops.
is a very closed community, so everybody's in on
The
it.
thing is, if you look at what he's doing, it's literally Karen behavior. Maybe just harder to see from a white dude? I don't know.
And they don't want to talk, as you can see.
What would you have the police do instead if you were them? What would be your course of action? Genuinely curious. I would create a situation where the police would be afraid to defend these places because they would be worried about being persecuted. This would cause the police to leave and completely disband the police force. This would allow the companies and the people in the area to be effectively completely lawless and turn it into anarchy. That
The
would
companies would turn it. What companies? Is he talking about the fraudulent companies? What?
genuinely curious.
Community is a very closed community, so everybody's in on it, and they don't want to talk, as you can see.
Everybody's in on it. He's literally saying the quiet part out loud. These people deserve group punishment, right? Which is a crime against humanity.
Would you have the police do instead if you were them? What would be your course of action? Genuinely curious. I would create a situation where the police would be afraid to defend these places because they would be worried about being persecuted. This would cause the police to leave and completely
So he said he would threaten the cops. I don't think they're going to feel that threatened from you, Asmongold, right? You want other people to threaten the cops, I'm assuming, right? Because you were a coward, and again, they're not going to listen to you.
disband the police force. This would allow the companies and the people.
Yeah, it's kind of somehow more scummy than just a call to violence. It's like he's trying to, I don't know, like a call for others to engage in violence that he would not and could not.
in the area to be effectively completely lawless and turn it into anarchy. That would make it completely chaotic, and these people would then become by the people that are in this community that they are somehow trying to enable, right? And so the goal is for that to happen and to make it as unpleasant and awful for them as possible.
Like this is as direct as I think call for and mass instability.
It's a call for a pogrom. That's what I hear him saying. I hear him calling for a pogrom.
As you can get, definitionally, okay? Like
For the best
demanding
rates of-
lynch mobs, demanding to harm the police,
The only thing that would make it more blatant is if he said it in German.
right? Maybe you should stop streaming. Wait, what? Why? Why would I do that? The difference, of course, is that he is, ironically enough, everything that he claims that I have, like all the power that he claims I have, he literally has. But because the legion of sycophantic centrist slop tubers will never actually call it out, no one actually knows. Sees this, no one actually knows about it, no one actually cares about it. He just straight up gets to do literal calls to action to demand mass instability, demand harm to not only just like regular people, but law enforcement officers as well. And there's never any big movements on Twitter to be like, we got to get this guy banned. Calls to action, yeah, calls to violence, straightforwardly. It's not even like, I'm misunderstanding the position that he's maintaining here. Just straightforward. 18 more months and he'll be more left than you. Yeah, it's just we just have to wait for the winds to shift.
Oh, Asmongold is almost too cowardly to be considered a Karen. I mean, I was thinking about like Nick, Shirley, and David as doing Karen behavior, but yeah, I mean, Asmongold, that's just a day in his life, right? That's like every day that he is out there carrying
their direction, so we can, you know, restructure his entire commentary around the new meta, which he will. He's already doing it. He's flipping already. I mean, there are obviously instances where he'll present himself as a straightforward white supremacist like this one. Meanwhile, for the record, Asmongold's calls to action have been heard. Plenty of people have been harassing random daycares all around the country, not even just in Minneapolis, but in Ohio as well. And it's so funny, like at most, slop tubers that will call out Asmongold will still use it as an opportunity to be like, but Hassan is still worse. It's truly psychotic. Yeah, Wild have all these Israeli influencers of all the same interests in Somali daycare centers in the same week. Somali fraud investigation. Another influencer for Israel, Cam Higby, now doing the Somali fraud investigations. How strange. How strange. How interesting. Wonder how that happened. Do you really think it's him, not all the other coverage from major news? No, of course the other coverage plays a major role, chatter. I'm just saying that he is...
Happy New Year to all.
He's leaning into it. Like he is... You think I'm responsible for any number of different things that take place? He makes it seem like I'm the singularly responsible person. Anytime there's a incident of, even if it's like ISIS and shit, he'll turn around and he'll have no issues claiming that I am the reason why this happened, right? He has no problem saying that, making it seem like I'm demanding violence against like random Jewish people or something. That's never something I've said. Whereas he is directly calling for the exact kind of violence that is currently taking place. You should ignore him. You're playing into it. It's really interesting. I like that this is another one of the Hassan, I'm a fan of you, but Asmon's got a really good point type of chatter. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. So strange. No one can just come in and be like, listen, dog, I love Asmongold and I don't like you. Yeah, you should look away. Yeah, I should look away at the guy who's getting retweeted demanding that every Somali person gets fucking denaturalized and deported. Get the fuck out of here. Didn't he blame me for the Australian beach shooting? Yeah, he did.
Generally, white liberals that live in gated communities vote to bring in...
Asmongold goes on the Minnesota Somali daycare fraud. There has never been a single moment where I've defended the... That's an Asmon fan, scare the streamer, may get banned and want you to stop talking about it. Their streamer's not getting banned. Don't worry, chatter. Asmongold has twitched by the fucking balls because the moment that he gets banned will be a major reckoning, okay? The moment he gets banned, every single fucking right-wing group is going to be primed to say Twitch is so incredibly fucking biased as they did last time.
Steven Sayers says, it's Hassan's fault. Wait, what?
He got banned last time. Every single person was like, Hassan is still streaming on the platform. Anytime a random fucking VTuber gets banned, they talk about me. I don't even understand what the fuck I have to do with random VTubers, like as though I have any control over who gets banned and who doesn't on this fucking platform. But yes, the moment Asmongold gets banned, here, you want to know the truth? The moment Asmongold gets banned for any number of different things that he said about the Somalis, JD Vance is going to tweet about it. Everyone is going to be up Twitch's asshole, talking about how Twitch actually shows favoritism to Hassan, to dangerous communist, socialist terrorists that are anti-Semitic, blah, blah, blah. All this shit. And Twitch knows it too. They will 100% do a mass propaganda, manufactured hysteria campaign to say, in spite of the glaringly obvious terms of service violations that Asmongold has committed over and over again with regular frequency, pretty much on a damn near daily basis, you know, fomenting violence, fomenting hatred, violating every single fucking terms of service that exists, terms of service rules that exist. The moment he gets banned, every single person down to like the vice president will be talking about how Twitch is...
You know, I never thought of this, but Asmongold turning into a Nazi this year or last year, whenever it was, it makes him unbannable. If he was still what I guess he used to be, which was like a just kind of a know-nothing shitlib, then I don't think he would be, like, it wouldn't be, like, if he broke terms of service, he would get banned, just like Destiny. I mean, it took a while, right? With Destiny, they gave him, like, multiple chances. At some point, they, like, demonetized, or what did they do? They reduced him to affiliate, or they departnered and, like, demonetized his Twitch channel. But, you know, he was using his website to get subs anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, they did eventually ban Destiny. And I wonder if they would, if Destiny had been a full-on right-winger, maybe that would have been, I mean, I guess it would have depended on, you know, I mean, this is a special situation, right? Where you've got vice presidents thinking about Twitch streamers, right? And potentially, you know, the vice president, the richest man in the world, and more, like, freaking the fuck out and trying to make a big deal about it. If this guy breaks terms of service and gets, you know, what is, for most people, the result of breaking those terms of service. He did get banned, yeah, for 2 weeks for saying the Palestinians were subhuman. Yeah, and meanwhile, then, you know, Frogan and everyone got banned for a month for saying they don't like Sabra hummus.
Biased in the direction of anti-Semitic communist terrorists. Okay? Kick will roll out a deal for him. Brother, he's already a Kick streamer if you didn't know that. The fuck? Asmongold already is a Kick deal. He streams on Kick as well. And then...
People are talking about Nick Shirley as if he's a future Charlie Kirk. I mean, they should be careful what they wish for. And also, as, you know, full of rocks as Charlie Kirk's head was, he wasn't as vacant upstairs as Nick Shirley. I don't think Nick Shirley is capable of doing what Charlie Kirk did.
You have inside information on this? No, I don't need inside information. I have outside information. I have eyes and a brain. And not only that, but then they will find some other random bullshit to get me banned over as well. You know, he gets visibly frustrated when you cover him, and that's why he wants his fans to just say you're obsessed so you can stop covering him. Yeah, I'm not going to stop covering him. The more, if he keeps saying dumb shit like this, then I'm not going to stop covering him. If he stops saying dumb shit, if he stops saying violent shit, if he stops fomenting hatred towards random people and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll stop covering him. I don't give a fuck about covering him. Yeah, but if you want to know the truth, that's the truth. There's a reason why Twitch is too afraid to ban Asmongold, because contrary to what all these fucking dumbasses think, I run Twitch or whatever. No, Twitch is terrified of outside pressure. Okay, Twitch is terrified of outside pressure.
Yeah, and this was what ultimately sucks about Twitch, right? It's not, you know, it's not a game of favorites and insiders, outsiders, even though there is, you know, a degree of that in, you know, what we call like the Twitch royalty, you know, the communities of streamers that are on the very top of the, you know, statistics. But yeah, in terms of the organization itself, it is not playing favorites. It is utterly at the whim of, like Hassan said, outside forces. And with that, chat, with outside forces,